Morning everybody, it's me JB. Welcome to another fun-packed edition of Share Something Useful. So I'm in Derby, just about to go into my first meeting, 8 o'clock, just bought myself a nice strong coffee. And there's nothing like a coffee to stimulate the mind and get you thinking. And I've got something I want to share that I think might be quite useful. So, road rage, getting wound up in cars, getting irritated with other drivers, to the point where we're shouting things like, where did you learn to drive? And you know, getting abusive and aggressive and all these things. So I'm a culprit for this. There's something about the human condition that when a human being is in a car and the car in front isn't going fast enough, or somebody makes a bad decision at a junction, we think it's our right to attack them and tell them how to drive. Bearing in mind the sort of mistakes you see on the road, usually the sort of mistakes you've made yourself, going the wrong way, having to do U-turns, this type of thing. So I'm one of these people that be driving along quite happily at 30 miles an hour, not even in a rush, in plenty of time, but somebody pulls in front of me that's also doing 30 miles an hour, and all of a sudden I'm in a rush, I need to go quicker, I'm trying to get round him, I'm getting abusive, and you know, it's bad for your health. It's a fact that, you know, getting wound up at any time is bad for your health, but getting wound up while driving is not only bad for your health, it's also dangerous. So I had a conversation with a mate of mine, this must be about 6 months ago, and he was telling me that he suffered from this this condition also. So what? And he had an experience a while back where he was on his way from somewhere in Ashbourne towards Derby, and I think he had to go past Mark Eaton, and on that road he was stuck behind a punto or something like that, and this punto was going really, really slow. All of a sudden he's in a hurry, he's pipping, he's shouting, he's casting aspersions on the quality of their driving and where they learned to drive, and this continued for about 25 minutes, and he actually followed this car into a car park. He got himself so upset about his journey being impaired by this slow driver. He followed him into a car park to get out his car and tell the driver exactly what he thought of him or her. The car park he pulled into was Mark Eaton Crematorium, and it was a very old couple driving the car who had just buried a grandchild. So let's just say he never ever did that again. But what he did do is, now if he is ever in a position where there's somebody in front of him that's driving particularly slow, or he has an issue with a driver, what he does is he tries to put himself in their position. Think about the day that they're having, think about why they might be driving slow, think about every time somebody makes a mistake on the road, how many times you've made that mistake as well. I try and do this every morning now, and a couple of times this morning there's been some drivers made some bad decisions, and you know, at the end of the day we're all human beings, aren't we? And it's certainly not worth getting wound up about. So anyway, I've got my McDonald's coffee. Here's to a fantastic Thursday, everybody. Hope you all have a great day, and you know, drive safe. Au revoir.